Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day today. It's a little chilly out here by me, and it's time for us to figure out what the current energies are for the Twin Flame Collective, the high level soulmates, divine counterparts, or just lovers in separation collective. This is a collective reading, so just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And so let's see what those energies are for today. And the first energy we have is when it comes to the matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And so this is a big one. A lot of us get stuck into that space of saying, hey, I made this decision and it was so awful. And you know what? You learn from that decision. And as you learn from that decision, you then have more information to make a healthier choice the next time around. So a lot of times we need a lot of forgiveness around those decisions that we made, from those experiences that we had based on that decision that we made, but we learned something. We learned what we don't or do or don't like. And so no matter how you view that decision, the decision was for your highest and best good. Sometimes it's not as pleasant as we would like, but that's, neither here nor there. So with that, let's see what other energies are here for the collective that is in separation. Spirit, give me some more energies for this week for the collective in separation. This is Halloween week, so the veil is really thin. So I'm sure a lot of you are feeling a lot of different things coming through. And so with that, let's see what Spirit has given us. So Spirit is saying the divine will help you recognize the signs and the miracles, right? And what does that mean, right? That means that Spirit is actually guiding you. You just need to be able to pay attention. But you got to look very deep within your emotions, because a lot of times emotions are clouding our ability to trust our intuition. And as we don't trust our intuition, then we get into confusion. And again, so we have more trust, right? You need to have trust in a relationship in order for it to flourish deeply. So we're really getting pushed to go within and trust. Look deeply within yourself to discover your soul's purpose and your relationships. And rejoice, embrace your loving connection and rejoice. So that's a very positive set of indications today for the collective that's in separation. So let's see what else we have for ourselves in this collective in separation. What else does Spirit want to do? Well, let's pop straight out. Spirit, anything else you want to give us from this deck? What are the energies for the collective in separation? Energy, Spirit. There you go. One more. Oh, two more cards. Okay. So we have this connection that's coming in. It's going to be very physical. This is going to be one where you're very, very attracted. You're going to have a burning desire. Can lead to marriage. It's also going to be love language of acts of service. So this is going to be somebody who's going to want to be around you all the time, try to help you, try to get in that place and get into that place of a commitment of some type. It's not always marriage, but it's commitment. There's divine timing at play. So we're going to have to wait for that cycle a little bit. And right now you're in time apart. And it makes sense because this is a separation reading. So let's see what other energies want to present themselves inside of this reading. And, as you can see here, Spirit saying you were pushed apart, apart from whoever it is that you're meant to be with, so that you can go in and heal, because this is a big one right here. Spirit's really pushing us and saying, look, there's some healing that needs to happen, and you need to go in there, trust yourself, look into your emotions, look inside of yourself, and truly heal those triggers that are keeping you apart. Because there's a huge potential you have over here, but you have to get to it. So Spirit, what else do you want to tell us? Anything else on this connection, Spirit? Okay, got a few cards here. Let's see what we've got. Let's take a look. So Spirit's saying, person is missing you, uh, craving you. Think you finally reached your breaking point, right? This is your limit. You finally got to the point where you need to go within, and that's why you have this time apart. It's a timeout, a spiritual timeout, because you were abandoned, left out in the cold. You were, again, abandoned, rejection, but there is a commitment that is coming through. But you can't be holding on. Now, this could be your person holding on, clinging, spying, but I feel that this is you. You're holding on to that old energy, that past energy. That's why you need to go within and try to clear that out so you can get to this that's coming through. And as you do, you're going to be healing, releasing, cleansing, right? And so Spirit's telling you that it's time. It's time for you to release that past. It's time for you to go within, and it's time for you to finally, get to that breaking point, that Johnny done, that done, when you're ready to come over to the positive energies. But you have to make a choice. You have to choose to heal. Healing doesn't happen automatically. There's no magic pixie dust that comes through. The angels aren't going to help you. Your higher self isn't going to help you. Nobody, Spirit is not going to help you until you choose to help yourself. And once you choose, make that choice, everything comes into your awareness. And then as it comes into your awareness, it's time for you to go within and heal. And so with that, let's see what is blocking you in love. And for those of you who do want to choose to seriously start your healing process on the 1111 portal, I'm going to be holding a group healing for Twin Flames, for divine soul counterparts. Anybody who really just wants to manifest a lasting love in their life. We're going to have a group healing for that. And what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on what those blocks are that you have to love and starting to release that through light language, Reiki, affirmations, cards of guidance, and meditation. There will be a cost to that. It will be donation based, starts at $30. And we just ask that you donate what you feel in your heart. But if you are interested, it will be November 10th, which is a Sunday at 4 p.m. or around that time, New York time. And send me a DM or an email. I'll give you all the information on the healing, and it will be recorded on Zoom so that you can watch this if you're not able to make it in person, or if you want to rewatch it over and over again to get more and more of the healing from the light language and the Reiki and the meditation. So let's look at what your blocks are, right? Because we have a lot of stuff going on here. And first block we're getting is you're not compatible. You don't really believe there's a match for you. Have an open mind. And why are you this way? More than likely it's because you're telling yourself a story because you've had so much hurt in your life that you want to make sure that you keep on telling yourself that story to manifest it. You're seeking perfection. Everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-haves, and deal breakers matter. And again, these are more reinforcement into why you can never find somebody, because you're telling yourself a story because you're afraid of commitment. You're afraid of love. It sounds like communication too, because I'm getting all the scratchy throat. And that means your communication is blocked. Why? Because you really don't want that commitment. You don't want to open your heart. So you find ways to create a story that's going to fit your narrative that you tell everybody and yourself. And age issues. You feel too old or too young to date or have issues with your partner's age. Yeah, I've fallen into that trap many times where age for me was an issue. And what was the real core of that? The core was it was afraid of commitment, right? And so you got to get out of that, and you have to just allow things to flow as they're meant to flow, and you will get into that place. Now, you have to use discernment, as always, but you have to allow it to flow. You have to allow yourself to be open and vulnerable. So these are your major blocks for those of you who are watching this today. Because you were brought here for a reason. We always have a reason why we're called to see certain reads. And so now let's get some, we kind of know what the blocks are, and the what's blocking you in love is probably one of the most powerful paid reads I do. So it's the least expensive one out of the group, but it is the most powerful because it puts into your awareness what it is that you are manifesting in your life, that block. Why? Do you keep on not finding the love because there are certain traumas that you've experienced, and because of that, you created certain behaviors that create that block. And once you're aware of the block, then you can go in and to heal it. And we also, within that read, give you some healing advice as to how do you move forward. And so, with that, let's look at what's going on with collective here. What is collective's higher self? I want to tell them on how they solve this problem that you're seeing right now. These blocks. Your higher self already has solved it because everything's happening in the here and now. And so your higher self is giving you two cards of advice. And as you connect to spirit, you draw closer to your highest self, right? And this goes right through within this whole bridge, right? And for those of you who are not used to my reading style, everything on this side of the board is stuff that is where you want to manifest the things you're really desiring. This on the other side is the stuff that's holding you back, kind of keeping you in that karmic, I call it the hamster loop. Get on that hamster wheel of karma because you keep on redoing it over and over again until you get to that breaking point of Johnny Dun Dun, and you have to finish. You have to get out of that. And how do you get out of it? Connect to yourself. And we're seeing this all throughout here. You have to get to that point where you're connecting to yourself. And as you connect to yourself, you start to heal the stuff that's keeping you from there. And the second one is new chapters require a new version of you. So this is double confirmation that everybody here really needs to jump into their healing process because you need, if you want to get to here, you need to get to here. And remember, divine timing's at play. That's why you were pulled apart and separated. And the reading has confirmed that. So anybody who is watching this read would probably be a good fit for the group healing that I'm having on the 10th of November. Reach out for more information on that. Just send me a DM or an email and I will shoot you all the information. It is one of the best times of the year to heal all the blockages that you have related to love. So with that, let's look at timing. So we're going to ask that, what's the possibility? Because remember, timing, the minute we lock in a timing, we constrain the universe from being able to deliver it, because we are telling the universe we're not going to allow anything but what we want to control, and the universe never likes that because there's too many things to move around. So we basically push things away. So with that, let's look at what is the potential timing for us to get into this commitment, this marriage. And Spirit's given us two cards, and the two cards are going to say it will be realized immediately 1 year later. So for some of you who have started to go through this healing path, you're going to start to see this really close. These energies are really close to you. They're ready to manifest. For those of you who haven't started your healing path, and you have to be honest about yourself on that, whether you have or haven't. And healing path doesn't mean just, watching card reads and, just generalized card reads or just looking at spiritual memes and telling everybody that you love them, forgive them. That's, surface spirituality. You have to really get in deep and look at your own triggers, understand why you're seeing those triggers, and then acting on truly trying to clear the trauma that came through with it. Right? And that takes time. It's not something realized right away. Healing is not a one and done process. It is a lifetime process. Nobody heals fully. If they did, they're out of this existence. And so you just got to keep moving forward. So for some of you who haven't, maybe a year from now, you'll be in that space, that frequency of that, but you have to get to the healing first, and then the rest of the stuff is going to follow. So that is my reading for today. For those in separation, for those who are called to watch this, potentially, I would say you're a good candidate to join our group healing. We would love to have you because, again, healing is a process. It takes a while, and it's, something that you really have to just actively work at. This is less than the price of a cup of coffees at Starbucks or a Chipotle meal. And the amount of healing can be truly transformational for anyone who joins. So with that, I thank you. You have a great day, and we'll see you at the next read tomorrow. And if you feel that you would like your own personal reading, which can also be very transformational, uh, please do reach out. I do all sorts of kinds of reads on there, and we'll also do some personal light language. If there's an area in your life you really feel stuck at and you'd like to, get a little help. So with that, have a great day.